Hello everyone, this is Fockwolf again, doing the second part of the series on how to do some optimizations to StarCraft 2 models to make them perform better, as well as a method of team coloring tinting that will not mess with team colors. Because normally when you do tinting, say in the Actors tab, the team color also comes out funny colors. So we're going to do it in a way that does not have this issue. All right, first things first, we're going to import our model. Now, you need to have the textures in the 3D Studio Max dot, so 3D Studio Max maps folder for it to work. Now, we're going to import the model here. I'm going to go over to our tank USSR 1A. All right, we're going to import that sucker. All right, it's missing a texture here, as you can see. So I'm going to go ahead and stick that texture, well, in the folder, the correct folder. So we're going to go over here. It's the maps folder. We need to go over here. We're going to go to the models, Barbarossa, siege tank, assets, textures, and it's looking for this one. So we're going to copy that one and go into our maps folder. There we go. Now when you try to import it, it won't screw up anymore. There we go. Okay, we have a green attendant siege tank that will not screw up team killers. Now how I did this? Well, I took the default textures and I did two things here, both the optimization and the tinting. We're going to go do that right now. We're going to go to GIMP, or Photoshop if you wish, and we're going to open the texture we're after. Let's see here. We're going to go to our models folder, Barbarossa. Okay, we have the emissive here. Sorry, the diffuse. Now these are two diffuse I modified. We're going to go do another one here. Probably just like a blue or purple one this time. All right, we have the new diffuse map. Now, a couple of things you may notice here. First of all, the size of the image is 1024 by 1024. That is higher than most of the World of Warcraft models you're going to see in the game. So, World of Warcraft can fry your computer. Guess you don't want to know what StarCraft can do. This is extremely high texture resolution for a RTS, and although it's an admirable effort, we kind of don't want that, especially when we're talking a lot of units. So we're going to cut this to a more appreciable number, say 256 by 256. All right. Now that's a reduction of a factor of 4 on two sides, so that's actually a factor of 16 reduction on the amount of pixels the game has to render. Significant performance increase. And we're going to go with interpolation none because Cubic tends to do funny things with texture sometimes. And we just rescaled it. The next thing we want to do is we're going to zoom in here real quick. All right. We want to tint this thing, right? That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to go colors, colorize. All right, we have some weird tinting colors here. We're going to go, so we can choose the hue and go all the way back and forth across here. So first thing, we want to do a hue, probably something like, I like blue. Let's do blue here. Saturation is how much color is actually applied over the regular color. What we're going to do here is we're going to apply a certain amount of saturation, but not too much. That seems all right. Lightness is how bright it is. You can make it flaming bright, or you can make it completely dark. We're going to want to do pretty much about 0. There we go. Okay, we're going to save that. And we're going to save this as diffuse 1A. Sorry, diffuse blue. We're going to save that as diffuse blue. Saving here. All right, now compression as normal. DXT3 for unit textures works pretty good. Save that. Okay, we're going to come back in here. Now, the other textures have already been optimized, reduced to 256 by 256, and they're not going to lag as much. All I'm going to do here is I'm going to replace the current diffuse map, which is the USSR tank one, with our brand new blue one. So here real quick, assets, textures, change to a blue siege tank. And now we have a tinted blue siege tank. Now frankly, I think that looks better than the original one. That looks pretty cool actually. So yeah, we now have a tinted blue siege tank. And we're going to go from there, we're going to export this. So we're going to go over to our export tools, and we're going to import, export. Now the texture path, I've been using tanks for this one, so we're going to go tanks right there, texture path, and we're going to export this model. So we're going to call it tank blue. All right. As we're going to exporting the model. Alright, that's done. Now a couple of things you want to be aware of. For this, I used unfawed, but there's other things you can use here too. You definitely want unfawed check. For as far as two-sided no-hit tests, it's really your preference depending on the situation. For this though, I think we only need just unfawed. So we're going to go over here. We're going to import our blue texture, as the other ones, as you can see, are already in here and fully optimized. So we're going to go here to Barbarossa, Siege Tank, Assets, Textures, and here is our brand new blue texture. Alright, we are going to need to save this and close and reopen the map editor. So we're going to do this. Alrighty, and we're going to, after we import the blue texture, we're going to import our said model after we saved it, closed it, and reopened it. So we're going to go over here, go to our siege tank. So I believe it's in this folder, but alright. I got so much stuff regarding models and stuff here, I lose track of them. There's our tank blue. Import our tank blue. Now you notice he's got a decent blue tint and his team colors are not screwed up. Also, you notice the resolution went down a decent amount, but that also means the tank is not going to lag nearly as badly when you have, say, 50 of them on a map. Now, when you're zoomed far out, you're going to be seeing it about, for instance, at that size. Are you really going to notice the fact it's not nearly the same texture resolution, especially when the player is concentrated on getting the siege tanks to siege so he can blast people out of places, or blast from the Kingdom Come? Not really, but the performance for lower-end computers and for people in general is going to be so much better. I happen to know from experience that graphical lag can induce network lag. Because when a person's computer gets behind graphically, it also tends to get behind network-wise, so everyone starts lagging because someone has graphical lag. So, it is now fully team colored. The team colors did not get screwed up. There's textured team colors, as you can see, and it's tinted. And you can do some weird stuff. You can funny stuff. You can make like a bright neon green tank. You can make a purple tank. For those of you who are making Special Forces Elite maps, this is a great way to add more colors to your stuff because now the team colors won't screw up, and you can make some pretty cool colored tanks. It's not that difficult, as you can see, and that is about it. I will hopefully see you guys later. Take it easy.